Let us now move towards the examples of this chapter. First question says a coin is tossed 1000 times. So the total outcomes will be 1000, and when we toss it 1000 times, head comes these many times and tail comes these many times, and the question says compute the probability for both the events. So before starting the solution, how you have to write? Let E1 and E2 represent the occurrence of, now what to do, we have two things, occurrence of head and tail respectively. Fine. E1 we have taken for head and E2 we have taken for tail. You can take any other alphabet, even you can take H and T also. So now probability of E1. Now we know what is the formula? Favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. Fine. So in case of E1, what is the favorable? That means head comes these many times. So it will be 455 upon 1000. Fine. Because favorable outcomes are 455 and total are 1000. So you can represent this way in simplest form also, or you can write it in decimal form also, like this. Fine. Both way it is correct. After cutting you can convert it into simplest form also. Next is similarly the probability of E2 will be 545 upon 1000. So it will become 0.545. Fine. So this way we have to solve these types of questions. Fine. Coming to the next example, you can see again it is similar to first example only. Total 500 times the coin was tossed. Two coins are there, where the chances of getting two heads are these, one head is this and no heads is these. Not chances, actually these many times they appeared. Now we have to find out the probability of each event. Again, let us take this as E1, E2 and E3. So probability of getting E1, that means two heads, will be 105 upon 500. Similarly for E2, it will be 275 upon 500, and third one will be probability of E3 will be 120 upon 500. See, you should not leave the answer here only, either convert it into simplified form. For example, if I cancel it, it will become 21 upon 100. Either you leave it here or convert it in decimal. Similarly, you can do for others. Fine. Let us move to next example, that is number 3, where it is given that a die is thrown 1000 times with the frequencies for the outcomes. Now frequencies means number 1 appeared for 179 times, 2 appeared for 150 times, and so on. All the numbers are given. Find the probability of each outcome. Now if we denote E1, E2, E3 up to E6 for numbers 1 to 6. So how we will be getting their probabilities? Again the same way. You have to mention let E1, E2, E3 and so on. They represent the chances of getting number 1, 2, 3 up to 6. Fine. So probability of getting E1. Now E1 was for number 1 and 1 is appearing 179 times and total are 1000. Fine. So it will be 0.179. Similarly, probability of E2 you can calculate, that is 150 upon 1000, that will become 0.15. Fine. So I am not calculating all, you have to do it on your own. Last is 190 upon 1000, so it will become 0.19. And if you observe one thing, when we will add all these probabilities, when you will solve E3, E4, E5, then you can check when you will add all these probabilities, the sum will be equal to 1. Fine. So from here it is clear that if we have different events, then the sum of all the events will be equal to 1. Means all the possible events in a single trial. Like here the dice was single. We are trying single dice for 1000 times. So the sum of all the events happening during those 1000 times, the sum of the probabilities will be equal to 1. Fine. Let us move to next example now. Now example number 4 says, on one page of telephone directory there were 200 telephone numbers. The frequency distribution of their unit place digit. Now means out of these 200 numbers, in every number the unit place is frequency is given, like out of 200, 3 was at unit place in how many numbers, 5 was at unit place in how many numbers. The table is given to us. Now we have to find out the probability that the digit is 6 at the unit place. Now you can see again total cases are 200 and the frequency of occurrence of 6 is 14. So probability, let E1 be the probability or E be the probability. Fine. Then the answer would be 14 are the favorable and 200 are the total cases. So it will become 7 upon 100, that is 0.07. Fine. Similarly, coming to the next example, the fifth example says, record of a weather station shows that out of past 250 consecutive days. Now out of it is said, means total we have 250 days. Fine. Then the forecast was correct for 175 times. What is the probability that it was correct? Now for correct, it is 175 days. So probability of getting a correct value will be 175 upon 250. Fine. Before that you will mention, let C represent the occurrence of correct value. Now second point says that find the probability that it was not correct. Now I told you one thing. If we know the probability of happening of one thing and we want to get the probability of not happening, now means the probability of correct is this and I want the value of not correct, means basically I want this thing, not correct. Now not correct can be found by 1 minus the probability of getting a correct value. Fine. So this will be equal to how much? You can check by subtraction. It will be 250 minus 175 upon 250. That will be equal to 75 upon 250. Fine. And this can be done in other method. How? Total are 250 cases. These many are correct. So incorrect will be 250 minus 175, that is 75. So the probability of this will be 75 upon this thing. So this can be done in both the ways. When we know the probability of correct value is this, So the probability of not correct will be 1 minus the probability of correct. So this was one method and this is another method. Fine. Let us move to the next example. A tire manufacturing company kept a record of distance covered before a tire needed to be replaced. The table shows the result of 1000 cases. Table is given to us. Now firstly we need to find the probability that it need to be replaced before it has covered 4000 kilometers. Now before it has covered 4000 means, before means less than 4000. So seeing the table, if we see less than 4000, what are the favorable cases? I am just writing in short E1, E2. You have to mention in every question, like E1, E2 and so on represent the occurrence of so and so event. Fine. So in first part I am discussing less than 4000. The favorable cases are 20 and total cases given to us are 1000. So this will be 0.02. This was first part. Now second part. We are saying it will last more than 9000. Now if you see the table, more than 9000, we have the values 9001 to 14000 and more than 14000. So more than 9000 means more than 14000 also. Fine. So we will be adding the last two values. See, actually it is given in the table like this. 9001 to 14000. The values are 325 and then more than 14000, it is given to us 445. Now the question is, it will last more than 9000. Now see, this is also more than 9000, this is also more than 9000. So favorable cases here will become 325 plus 445. Fine. That will become equal to 770. So we will find out the probability accordingly. That will be 770 upon 1000. Fine. Similarly, the third part says it will need to be replaced after it has covered somewhere between 4000 and 14000. Between 4000 and 14000 means more than 4000 and less than 14000. Now if you see, more than 4000 are 210 plus 325. Fine. So here again my favorable cases will be 210 plus 325. So it will become 535 and accordingly the probability will be 535 upon 1000, which is 0.535. Fine. See, the concept is very simple. Only one concept we are using in all the questions. The thing only matters is the understanding of the question. Fine. Let us discuss now example number 7. The question says the percentage of marks obtained by a student in the monthly unit test. Now 5 unit tests are given and the percentage of a child is given to us. What is the thing which we have to find? Find a probability that the student gets more than 70% marks. Now if you see the question carefully, the table given in the question, more than 70% are in unit test 2, unit test 3 and 5. Now total unit tests are 5 and my favorable will be 3 because he has got more than 70% in 3 tests. So what will be the probability? 3 upon 5. So we will write, let E be the event and then probability will become 3 upon 5. Fine. Now next question is, an insurance company selected 2000 drivers at random. Now this is the table given in the question. I will just discuss the favorable cases, then probability you have to find on your own. Now 2000 are the total drivers, fine. Now what do we have to find based on the table? First is the driver should be being 18 to 29 years of age. That means we have to check in this column. Second condition says having exactly 3 accidents. Now this should be the age group, and from here accidents should be 3. That means we are talking about this value. So in first part my favorable will be 61 upon total are 2000. Fine. So answer, I am just writing in short. So the answer for first will be 60 upon 2000. Fine. Second case says, not 60, 61 it is. Second case says being 30 to 50 years of age. That means now we have to find out in this group. And second condition is having 1 or more accidents. Now we are saying either it has 1 accident or more. Now 1 or more means it can have 2, 3, 4. So 1, we will be adding all these values, 1, 2, 3 and more than 3. Because we are saying it can have 1 or more. More means more than 1. So we will be adding all these. So our total cases will become, sorry, not total, favorable cases will become 125 plus 60 plus 22 plus 18. You will add all these and total are 2000. So this way you will get the answer. Fine. Third part says having no accidents. No accidents means 0, and here the age group is not mentioned. So that means we will be taking all, because we are asking just 0 accident. The age can be this or this or this. Fine. So we will be adding this plus this divided by 2000. Fine. So the answer would be, after adding all these, we are getting third part. Upon 2000. So this way you have to solve the different questions based on probability. The remaining 2 examples you have to solve on your own. I have discussed around 8 examples with you. The 9th and 10th example you have to do on your own.